Greetings to all my dear students. Welcome to my video. Here we are going to study Statement of Purpose, lesson number 3.4 from section 3 of your textbook. Section 3 is dedicated to writing skills. Hence, Statement of Purpose is an important writing skill for your board exam. Let us study how to prepare a statement of purpose. Before that, let us understand what is a statement of purpose. A statement of purpose, also known as SOP, is an important document to seek admission to a university or a particular course. It is an essay which describes you as a person. Your aims and ambitions are also highlighted here. It speaks about your journey of life and the qualities you have nurtured in the process. The scorecard or the transcript gives your academic achievements. It is objective in nature, but SOP gives an idea about your innate qualities and is subjective in nature. The SOP gives you an opportunity to show the special qualities which make you different from others. It explains why you want to join the course, what is your liking, how you have developed your liking. It also justifies how you will be able to achieve your aim. Not only this, it explains why you have selected that particular university. The SOP is a gateway to your career as the admission committee judges you or screens the applications on basis of SOPs received. Hence, it is a very important document. The SOP for undergraduate level, postgraduate level, and doctorate levels will be different. They differ according to requirement. The number of words in the SOP will also be different for different universities. At this level, when you would pass your standard 12th examination and write a personal statement to universities for admission to undergraduate courses, you should follow the format which I will discuss now. Let us study the format or the method of writing an SOP. First of all, the statement of purpose should be written in around 500 words, tentatively 5 to 6 paragraphs. Begin your introduction and talk about your personal background, your mental makeup. Finally, your aim should be included in the introduction. The second paragraph should speak about why you wish to join that specific program and your area of interest. In the third paragraph, write about the qualities that would be helpful or suitable for this career, goal, or objective. Show how your hobbies and extracurricular activities would be helpful in strengthening your goals. In the fourth paragraph, mention your experience in this field or any internship project you have done in this field. You can state something which makes you distinct from the other applicants. In the fourth paragraph, mention your experience in this field. Do not forget to make your SOP distinct from other applicants. Finally, in the last paragraph, state how admission to a particular course or university would be beneficial to you and how you look at it from a long term career perspective. Write the statement of purpose in a clear and lucid language. Do not make spelling or construction mistakes. You should be convincing enough. Show determination in your career. Your purpose of choosing this particular course and university should be in accordance with your career. Remember that your personality is reflected through this. Highlight your qualities like life experiences in such a way that your application should stand out from the rest. Look at the examples of various SOPs from the internet. They will give you an idea to write an SOP. Now let us revise the format of SOP once again. The most important thing, the length of your SOP should be 500 words and it should be divided into 5 to 6 paragraphs. In the first paragraph, which is also your introduction, write about your personal background, your mental makeup and your aim in life. In the second paragraph, you write about your wish to join the program or the course and your area of interest. The third paragraph should highlight your extracurricular activities. This will aid your SOP. The fourth paragraph should mention if you have any experience in this field or if you have done any project related to this field. And the last or the concluding paragraph should tell why you want to join that university and how this course and this university will help you in your long term. Most importantly, the statement of purpose should be written in clear and lucid language without spelling and construction mistakes. It should be extremely convincing. Your determination for your career should be reflected through the words that you use. Your purpose of joining the course and the college should be extremely clear. Remember that your personality will be reflected. Hence, highlight your personal qualities, life experiences in such a way that your application should stand out from the rest. The judges should be attracted to you through the words and the format that you have used to write your SOP. Now, your textbook has given few examples of SOP. Let us read the first sample of the SOP that they have provided. I'll read it out for you, where you will get an idea how to write an SOP. Pursuing a course in mechanical engineering will enable me to progress in a field which started as a dream. The genesis of this dream was a personal experience at the age of 10. We were on a road trip in my dad's car. Without any warning, the engine ceased, and with it, my dreams for an exciting holiday too. My dad hopped out of the car and opened the bonnet. I was right on his tail, watching him work on the engine, utterly fascinated. Soon the car was up and running. I was in awe and admiration for my dad. I wanted to be just like him. My dad is an engineer, and I knew the seed of engineering had been planted deep in my core. I am eager to exploit my hunger for the course of mechanical engineering and, in particular, automotive engineering. So, you must have seen his first paragraph. He wants to become a mechanical engineer. So, he has given a clear introduction through his personal life experience. Okay, a clear introduction has been given through his personal life experience at the age of 10, and he has related it to his career. When you write your SOP, you can also give such an experience from your personal life which is related to your career or which has motivated you to join that career or to become that person. You can even write about one of your ideal. Now he has written about his dad. Now let us move to the second paragraph. Over the summer holidays of 2017, I undertook an internship at a bus and coach manufacturing factory in Pune. As an apprentice, I had a team of highly qualified engineers to guide me. The teamwork, zeal, and expertise displayed was an enormous learning point. The experience enriched my understanding of how vehicles work. This internship gave me an insight into the day to day challenges faced by an engineer. I also learnt the basics of lathe and milling machines and was able to make bolt without threads on it. Utilizing these machining skills, I was able to make my own fidget spinner. I hope you have understood the second paragraph. In the second paragraph, he is talking about his personal experiences or his internship that he had taken. Let us move on to the next. I study in a school that lays great emphasis on co-curricular activities, especially sports. I excelled in hockey and swimming. In hockey, I have been in the school a team. He says that in hockey he has been in school team A from the age of 7. This association with hockey has improved my hand eye coordination and my ability to stay focused in any given situation. Attributes essential for becoming a successful engineer. Outside of school, I picked up the sport of cricket, which initially began as a family outing. Later on, I immersed myself in the sport. Cricket has helped me build on my levels of concentration. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. These words that every engineer should live by have insatiable hunger to be the best in the design, research, and manufacturing of machines and their subsystems. So, in the third paragraph, he is talking about his hobbies and his extracurricular activities. Here, this extracurricular activity is also related to his career, means how this extracurricular activity is helping him to achieve his career. You also should relate your extracurricular activity to your career. Let us proceed to the fifth paragraph. Next paragraph, fourth paragraph. We run a daily feeding program in our temples where everyone is welcome. I have taken part in these services nearly every weekend. I have also taken part in several other community services, such as planting trees in a bid to reduce deforestation. I have also participated in a walk in order to collect money to help the treatment of people who can't afford medical care required to treat epilepsy. So here he is again telling you one of the social work that he has done in order to show his personality. Let us move to the next part of this statement of purpose, that is the fifth paragraph. I believe that I am a suitable candidate for the course since the subjects I have picked for my undergraduate course in mechanical engineering, namely physics and mathematics, have exposed me to high levels of critical thinking. Throughout high school, I have been a practical thinker. My passion for physics has helped my analytical skills. Mechanical engineers specifically apply fundamental maths and physics laws to find solutions of machines which we use every day. I believe that the UK is ideal location for my choice of study, as it is known to have the best universities for engineering, offering top notch facilities in research, design, and manufacture. The UK has some of the greatest companies which pioneered automotive engineering to what is today, for example, Aston Martin, Jaguar Rover. I hope I hope to secure admission that will provide me with opportunities to fulfill my dreams. Now, in the last paragraph, in the second last paragraph, he is telling you how his no. First of all, in the second last paragraph, he is telling you about his passion for the subject, and in the last paragraph he is telling you why that university is, or why the country where he is selecting that university is ideal for him in order to impress the judges who will select the application. Let us take one more example which is there in your textbook. I hope you have understood this one. Yeah, sample 2 of statement of purpose. Let us read this one also. Ever since childhood, the functions of economy have fascinated me. I love being able to understand and use economic theories and enjoy challenging myself to find connections between its different sectors. I have been captivated by the way this subject is applied in everyday life in the most basic ways. For example, deciding what brand of milk to buy, and how it can also influence something as major as the exchange rate. Living in India, I am not stranger to economic problems like unemployment and poverty. By increasing my knowledge in this subject, I hope to better understand these problems and find possible solutions. I aspire to study economics principally because of the diversity of both the subject and its application, and because I find it fascinating and challenging at the same time. Having studied the subject throughout my high school, I believe that the possible depths to which it may be studied are almost endless, and the number of real life situations to which it is relevant is similarly vast. In addition to keeping abreast with the world economy, I am also interested in studying the quicker fields of economics, and I aspire to further study the ideas of behavioral economics and rational decision making to contribute to improving our explanations of market events. A book that really intrigued me is Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman and intensified my desire to delve deeper into this field. To further understand the practical applications of economics, to I interned to an auditing firm. This helped me realize how economics and finance play a key role in running of businesses. My subject choice for economics and accounts through junior college has helped me grasp an analytical concept at blistering pace, and I believe I am well equipped to face the challenges of studying economics at degree level. I am aware that economics is strongly related to maths, and for that reason, I have studied more rigorous topics that I will further develop at the university level, including calculus and statistic modules. One of the extracurricular activities that opened me to a whole new perspective on the world economy was the Indian Model United Nations Conference, in which I was the press corps writer assigned to the Economic Committee. This has helped me understand the intricacies of the world economy, given me a chance to discuss and puzzle over the economic issues, and challenged me to think in ways I have never before. My passion for writing led me to secure the position of sub editor for the school magazine committee, where I reviewed and edited essays to be published. I was selected as the student council representative, and my duties involved acting as an interface between the students and the board of governors, putting forth the issues faced by students and working towards solutions for them. I also took part in Youth Icon Award. I was identified as an important member of my group and performed the task of successfully guiding my team through many expeditions. I enjoy playing badminton as often as I can. Badminton has taught me a virtual or a vit sorry Badminton has taught me a vital lesson to face the consequences of a poor shot. I have learned not to dwell on my mistakes, but also to accept them and move on, because the most important shot in badminton is the next one. I am an amateur guitarist. Music helps me relax and unwind. I firmly believe that the analytical tools from the field of economics and mathematics are essential for deep understanding of the world. I know that the universities in Delhi, with their fantastic economic departments, can help me realize my dream of simplifying the the complexity behind economic situations. Now let us try to understand how this second sample is written. Here, if you see the first paragraph, again, this writer has also used or told how he was interested in the field of economics since his childhood, and what things or experiences that he has got, he received from his country, which will help him or which have motivated him to take up economics as a subject. Okay, he has not personalized it too much, but he has related his childhood and his country, the experiences that he has received from his country related to the field of economics. Now if you see the second paragraph, in the second paragraph he's telling us about why he's interested in this field. Okay, why economics, or how economics is going to be beneficial for him. Now he's also telling his real life situations. He's also telling us why this field of economics, or how it is going to benefit him. He's also telling which book has motivated him to take up this subject, which is Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. Okay, so you can also tell about a book or something that has inspired you or motivated you to take up this subject. Okay, now if you see the third paragraph in this sample, here the writer tells us about his experiences or his internship, or where he has worked, what experiences he has got related to the field of economics, especially in his junior college. Because he's telling us that the subjects, and he's also telling us the subjects that he learned here in his junior college, like economics and maths, which have influenced him and which will help him in his career further. If you see the next paragraph, in this paragraph he's talking about his extracurricular activities. Okay, now if you see, the extracurricular activities are also continued in the next paragraph. He's telling us that how he was selected for the Indian Model of United Nations conference, and what was his position over there, and how this experience has enriched or motivated him to take economics as a subject for his further studies. Okay, then if you see, next paragraph is also the continuation of the previous one, where he's again telling about his extracurricular activities, where he tells you that he was the sub editor of the magazine. He was selected as a student council representative, and he also says that he likes to he has he is he was he also took part in the youth icon award, and he is an important member. He was an important member, and he was given the task of guiding the team through many expeditions. Then the next paragraph is also continuation of extracurricular. Here you can see this writer has highlighted his lot of extracurricular activities, and he has related them to the field of economics. Now see here how beautifully he has related badminton to economics. He says that in badminton, the most important thing is the poor shot. Means the most important consequence, we always have to face the consequences of a poor shot. But then he says that I have learned that we should accept our mistakes and move ahead, because the badminton has taught him more than the previous shot, the next shot is important. And he also tells you, means here he's telling that he will learn from his experiences. He also tells you how music helps him to relax and unwind, and he's a guitarist as well. Now these extracurricular activities make his SOP extremely strong, and it will definitely stand out from the rest. And he has summarized, or how he has concluded his SOP by telling about economics and mathematics, okay, which will help him, and is also telling how universities in Delhi will help him to learn the subject better. So he has highlighted, like I had told you in the format of writing SOP, how we should tell that the college or the school where we want to take admission will help us for our career. So here in the last paragraph, he tells why he wants to join the universities in Delhi particularly for this subject. So with this we complete the statement of purpose. I hope all of you have understood, and all of you will study it well. In your textbook, they have given various questions for writing an SOP. So all of you try to write or make your own SOP for the career or the goal that you want to achieve. And you can comment below, or you can just attach your SOP with your comment. I will go through it. Thank you and have a good day.